All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron. Of course, the reason you subscribe to our channel is for our daily videos on everything going on with Bitcoin, crypto, the whole market. John Stossel, who is a primetime talent on several major network shows, including Good Morning America, 2020, Fox Business News, has just put himself on record in a very educational pro-Bitcoin video. In this video, which I'm about to show you, this is intended for the general American public. So I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play you a few clips, but you'll be able to see what the general public is seeing when it comes to Bitcoin. You'll be able to see how the general public is being educated towards Bitcoin. In this video, John Stossel starts off by talking about Facebook's Libra and educates you as to why Bitcoin is different. He brings on Naomi Brockwell, who is a tech reporter who helps articulate why Bitcoin is better, why Bitcoin has value, and why Bitcoin has a long-term future. He brings on Peter Schiff to play the heel. Schiff argues why gold is better, yet Stossel pushes back. In this video, notice the narrative. Notice how the narrative now for Bitcoin is digital gold. Permissionless, uncensorable, undebasable, digital gold. And realize this. There will come a time where people understand what Bitcoin is and understand why Bitcoin has value. That will happen sometime in the future, but we are seeing this awakening happen in real time. So watch the video, like the video, support the channel, and understand that this mass awakening is happening each and every day as more and more notable people make videos just like this.
Facebook recently proposed a digital currency that would
make it as easy to send money around the world as it is to send a photo.
Libra would be backed by a basket of major currencies. Users would be protected from inflation in any one country. Seems reasonable to me, but government officials were not happy. Why are politicians so opposed?
Because they're threatened by it, because this is going to be competition for the US dollar.
Tech reporter Naomi Brockwell.
The government doesn't like this competition.
But even if Libra's crushed, says Brockwell, other digital currencies like Bitcoin can't be stopped.
You want to send money to Russia to a family member, it's going to be censored. You want to send money to a relief effort in Venezuela, it's going to be censored. You want to use Bitcoin for that, your money will get through. That's an incredibly powerful tool. That gives people back the freedom to spend their money where they want to spend it. It's the first currency we've ever seen that is decentralized.
So they can't shut it down.
Exactly, and that's why it's still around, because they haven't been able to have these hearings. They haven't been able to call on the CEO of Bitcoin and say, you'd better cease and desist. There is no server to unplug, there is no company to shut down, no CEO to throw in jail, so it persists. That's really exciting.
Digital currencies live on thousands of individuals' computers, so no government can stop them by pressuring any one company. For those of us who don't trust governments,
it is the only suitable money for free people.
Still, there are plenty of skeptics.
I think it's more of a gigantic classic pump and dump scheme.
Investor Peter Schiff.
There's nothing to give Bitcoin value.
It does have value. It's a way to send a transaction around the world where nobody can interfere with it. Schiff also says Bitcoin isn't that useful.
Most people don't actually buy things with Bitcoin.
People are buying things with Bitcoin now. I buy things on Overstock.com. Other people are looking to escape China's currency controls. It's useful.
I just don't think it's going to work.
Gold is always valuable.
If you don't own gold yet, you should buy it.
It's not that Schiff trusts that politicians will keep the dollar stable. He thinks people should buy gold.
Gold has worked for thousands of years. Bitcoin's only been around for 10.
I bought gold. I've bought gold coins. But then I've got to store them somewhere, put them in a safe deposit box. They're a pain in the neck. My Bitcoin investment's done a lot better than my gold investment.
Well, if you got in early, I mean, you could say that about a lot of bubbles until they pop.
So I'm a fool because I bought Bitcoin?
No, you're a fool because you're not selling your Bitcoin.
I don't presume to know which way prices will move, but I do know it's good to have alternatives to these. The value of these is only backed by politicians' promises, and I sure won't trust those. And even if these things do remain valuable, I don't trust that politicians won't someday tell me, you're not allowed to use your dollars for things we don't like.
The U.S. government has put increasing pressure on companies to stop working with WikiLeaks.
This is what I like to see. So the video is titled Bitcoin Better Money. I'm going to leave a link to the entire thing in the description if you want to check it out. The guy's name is John Stossel. He's a mainstream media icon. He has a YouTube channel with 250,000 subscribers. So far, 75,000 unique people have viewed this video. This is most likely, most of these people are not cryptocurrency people. So this is a net positive for the space. I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description if you want to watch the whole thing. If you want to find out more from Naomi Brockwell, she has her own cryptocurrency channel. I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description. And if you want to hear more from Peter Schiff, I'm going to leave a link to the nearest Golden Corral or Hometown Buffet in the description. Try and get there for the early bird special. Just kidding. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But let's pivot a little bit because I also want to update you on the recent news and recent metrics going on with Bitcoin and crypto today. So let's start here. Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, who has 4.3 million followers on Twitter, from time to time he will tweet about Bitcoin and only Bitcoin. He is a huge Bitcoin bull, and he tweeted this just 24 hours ago. Bitcoin meetup in Nigeria. You have to remember, Bitcoin is a global phenomenon, and people all over the world are finding out the value and how it can help them. You know, it can help people in Nigeria. But besides that, we're also seeing metrics in this space that, to me, are exactly what we need to see. The metric is this: Bitcoin's value is becoming more and more distributed around the globe as wallets with a balance of 0.001 continue to grow. In fact, you know, it's at all-time highs, which there are a number of factors, but really, if we're going to assume there's going to be a big bull run in the future, this is exactly what we need to see. So I'm happy to support this. I'm happy to share this with my friends. The main story of today, and this is really, probably everybody's going to be talking about this on Monday, is this: Tunisia has become the first country to issue a central bank digital currency. So Tunisia has announced the launch of its digital currency, the e-dinar. With this, the tiny North African country claims to be the first country to launch a central bank digital currency. So at the time of launch, there was a symbolic transfer of 1 dinar between the head of the central bank and a representative from the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, to kick this whole thing off. So while everybody was expecting China to be the first country to issue a digital currency, Tunisia holds that position now. It is also clear that this is not a cryptocurrency. It differentiates itself from, say, the Venezuelan petro. Instead of creating a new currency like Venezuela, Tunisia is only digitizing its existing money. Customers will be able to spend the e-dinar at thousands of shops, cafes, and restaurants over the next few months. It can be purchased online or through any of the planned 2,000 kiosks in the country. So the takeaway is this: digitizing money is exactly, I mean, you can see how the world is trending. Everybody thought this would be China. Everybody is expecting this to happen in the US at some point, maybe not next year, but in the next decade, I would say. And when countries do this, this is going to be very centralized, very permissioned. They're probably going to track your data and how you spend. And Bitcoin is an answer to this. So the world is trending more online. The world is trending towards digitalization, and Bitcoin is a natural fit. This is another green flag that indicates to me that Bitcoin will grow. By the way, guys, does anybody else feel fatigue in the crypto market right now? Well, Dan Hill does, and Tur de Meester says this is the reaccumulation phase. Doesn't sound sexy, because it ain't. But although this is kind of a boring time in the crypto market, in the past 12 hours, in the past 6 hours, Bitcoin pumped a little bit, not going back all the way up to 9,200 where we were trending and holding for a matter of days, but we pumped from 8,700, almost 8,800, all the way up to 9,100. And let me tell you, this is a 4% increase in price. You can see we kind of corrected a little bit around $9,000 right now. We're still kind of it seems like we have some momentum to the upwards direction. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with everything going on in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Let me know what you think of the John Stossel video. Let me know what you think about Jack tweeting about a Bitcoin meetup in Nigeria. Let me know what you think about Tunisia, and I will see you tomorrow, my friends.